This video is all about how to grow your group program without launches. So this is kind of what I'm all about, and this is what the people I work with are all about as well. Ultimately, this feeling that launches involve this done to you thing to your audience. It's like, I have this thing, and in order to sell this thing to you, I'm going to heavily nurture you and then tell you about it and then say, do you want to buy it? 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 Until people buy. And the general feeling, my feeling and my client's feeling, and the people kind of resonate with this message, is that this doesn't feel great in our marketing. When we sell like this, it doesn't feel great. And there's people that say, yeah, well, that's just because you find sales uncomfortable and it's a mindset thing. You just need to push. You just need to send another email, right? Do another live, objection handle some more, and eventually people will buy because you just tell them 100 times, right? Eventually people are going to buy. And I am not disputing that this works, okay? That if you do this, this works. How do I know it works? Because I have launched multiple times. The main thing I launched was my membership, right? So I'd do like a 5-day challenge. I would launch my membership at the end. I would send a bunch of emails saying buy now, buy now, buy now. And it always felt a bit uncomfortable, but like I found a way to do it in integrity. So I'm also not saying that you can't find a way to do it in integrity, but most people I speak to, including me, not that I speak to myself, are interested in what it looks like to sell without launches, right? So this video, I'm just showing you why launches work and what we need to replicate in a different format if we want to sell without launches, okay? So let's dive in. So when we launch our group, right, we typically need to get, I don't know, depending how many people in your group, 5 to 20 people, which is the thing that necessitates the launch in the first place, right? Because, I said suddenly need to get a lot of people. How do I do that without basically doing this massive marketing push, like running a challenge or a massive workshop, doing all these sales emails? So the first thing that I would suggest that you need to shift if you want to move away from launches is the structure, and that is moving to Evergreen. Now, why does that relieve the launch pressure? Because instead of needing to enroll like 5 to 20 people every time I run a cohort, I just need, I don't know, how many people you want into your program every month, much fewer leads. Okay, so this is first of all what the system is based on. What if we didn't need 20 people all at once, but we had 5 people in a more sustainable way? Now, why people often have success with launches is because in the run up to a launch, suddenly you become like a marketing Duracell bunny, and you're like, I'm going to go do some guest lives, and I'm going to go do these partnerships, and I'm going to show up on my social media more. Now, what happens when you have a marketing push is your audience grows, right? You start doing all of the stuff that really you should have been doing in your marketing anyway, right? So if we want sustainable leads without launching, we first of all need a commitment to growing your audience sustainably every single month, right? And there's 3 ways you can do that. You can build it, borrow it, or buy it, right? And what I mean by that is you can organically grow it, which is kind of the slowest, but is also cheap because it's free, as in like building your audience on Instagram, interacting in Facebook groups, working on your SEO. You can build that audience over time, or you can borrow it. And what I mean by that is, say, partnerships, such as doing a freebie swap with somebody else, going on podcasts, guest blogging, going in bundles, and kind of doing guest lives and building your audience through borrowing somebody else's. And you can buy it, and by that we mean paid ads of some type. It doesn't really matter which, right? It doesn't matter the means. What matters is that your audience are growing up every single month. And that magic number for me, like when you can hit growing your audience by at least 100 every single month, you know that you're going to get good lead flow, right? 100 new people in every month, good opportunity for lead flow. Right, now the next thing a launch does is it does this intense nurture, which means that even though people might have just come into your world, right? Say I'm running a 5-day challenge and say I've been running ads to it. These people are brand new to me, but they get like a week of Gemma. And I'm like, hey, this is my personality and this is my content and this is the value I'm giving. And people get these transformations over a period of say 3 days or 5 days, and they're bought in. They're bought in to that process, okay? So if we want to generate sustainable leads rather than doing this always like this super intense like launch experience, then we need two things, right? We need a nurture strategy and we need an opportunity for people to go deeper with us. So what I mean by a nurture strategy is from the second somebody comes into your world, and I'm a big fan of email lists. So I'm just going to talk about this kind of from the landscape of email lists, but this could be social as well. From the second someone comes into your world, what is the journey they go on? Now, most people I see have this like, yeah, I've got this 6 email welcome sequence, and then they hear from me every week or every other week, right? That is not an intense nurture. That is a like you dropping them a hey, I still exist every now and again. So the first thing to improve is your nurture strategy. And then the second thing to improve is, okay, so say they're on this journey with you and you've built a robust strategy and you've looked at the length of time it typically takes someone to buy from you. By the way, for me, that's 6 months. That's 6 months people are in my world typically before they invest kind of big with me. So I have a nurture strategy that spans over 6 months. But then say you're on my email list and you're interested, what's the opportunity for you to take a stepping stone towards buying from me, right? For me, it's my monthly workshop. So you can come into my monthly workshop, you can learn all about my framework, you can learn all about how I help people scale with groups, and you have an opportunity to book a call with me. That's my go deeper opportunity. It could be a coaching session. It could be more of a launch type activity like a challenge or a festival. It doesn't really matter. What is the stepping stone that you run on a monthly basis or every couple of months that takes those in your audience who are really interested and allows them to take another step and go deeper with you, right? And then the final thing we have is sales. So in a launch, this is like done to you, right? Buy from me, buy from me, buy from me, buy from me. This is what I like to remove personally in my marketing and instead look at, okay, so I need a sales system that allows people to buy from me, and I look at the 10%, made a mistake there, 10% and 90%. Okay, and what I mean by that is when people join your audience, 10% of those people are ready to buy from you right now. And people forget this. People get into their heads and they're like, I think I need to nurture them before I can even offer them the chance to buy from you. Why do you think they came into your audience in the first place, right? Why do you think they paid attention to what you're saying? Because they have the problem you are solving right now. Right now. So the second somebody joins my email list and the second somebody joins my Facebook group, there is a question on both of them that says, hey, do you want my help solving this problem? And 10% will say yes and book a call with me and chat to me about it, okay? But the other 90% are going to go on to my long-term nurture strategy. So in that, I then need a way to be pulling these people out of the woodwork who are interested, right? So for me, this is a monthly sales ritual, a simple set of actions I follow through, which says, hey, is this a priority for you right now? No, I need a bit more space here. Because sales when we launch focuses on urgency and scarcity, and they use things like deadlines. Okay? Ever bought something that you didn't really need because somebody launched at you? Right, so we say the deadline's coming out, you're going to miss out, so you need to buy this now. I don't know when I'm going to run it again. You're going to miss out forever, blah, 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 blah. Right, what a horrible way to buy. So what do we do instead? How do we get people to act? How do we get people to buy our thing if we're not putting in place this deadline or this scarcity? You learn how to sell to someone's internal urgency, okay? For example, I had a sales call with somebody yesterday, right? And they said, yeah, I need to get my group program up and running in the next 5 months. This is my number one priority right now, right? They don't need me to say, well, you've got to buy from me by next week, right? They're like, no, I'm actively telling you, this is my priority right now. That's why I'm on the phone to you. I need help with this. So the key to you selling without a freaking countdown timer and this idea that people don't act unless there's a deadline is to simply learn what the burning need is for your ideal clients and how you sell to those people that are ready right now, right? So what you end up with is actually doing good marketing. Because what the launch model does is it's like if you imagine a plug hole and you come in with your plug and you plug it when you do a launch. And the rest of the time, your marketing's not that great, right? You haven't put the systems in place. You haven't put the automations in place to ensure you can have consistent leads. And so what do? We plug it with a launch and we go, you know what? I'm just going to show up in my marketing, going to make loads and loads of noise, going to tell everyone to buy from me, and I'm going to hope that I get the number of clients that I want. Now, what do we do instead if we want sustainable leads? You have to have a commitment to actually get your marketing working harder for you, right? And that means for me, having 100 new people joining your audience every single month. For me, I do that the fastest and the most expensive way, which is ads. Then you need a really robust nurture strategy. So during the time that people are in your world, on your email list or on your social, they get so embedded with what you're about, your framework, that the beliefs they need to hold before they buy from you. And on that journey, there's an opportunity for them to say, oh, you know what? Gemma's talking sense. I'm going to hop on her monthly workshop and kind of find out what this is all about. There's not a hard sell after my workshop. I don't send 20 emails. In fact, I don't even send one email after my workshop. I just give the opportunity for people to speak to me more. And then we need a sales system that converts those that are ready to buy from you right now and bides the time with the people that aren't ready, always speaking to people's internal urgency. And when you put this stuff in place, right, what you end up with is such a natural sales process. And what people say to me time and time again is, I just really like the way you sell because I've been on your list for a year, 6 months, 2 years, and like suddenly you were talking about the thing that was relevant for me right now. So I booked a call and here I am in your, in your mentorship program. And it was such a natural way to buy. You didn't sell to me. You didn't do it to me. I chose when to take the next step. So I hope that gives you some insights into how you can sell without this high pressure launch and all of these deadlines. I would love to know, watching that, what has been most useful to you? What's one thing you will take from this into your day? Have a wonderful day.